Welcome to anyone that's watching this. This is the first installment of Delayed Call. We're going to try and do this every week with Ohio's head coach, Sean Hogan. Basically, it'll be a show that looks back on previous games and into the next week. Season hasn't started yet, so we don't have any of that to look forward to, but we've got some talk about the green and white game coming up, the intra-squad game on Friday, as well as the national rankings that just came out. Coach, I guess just to start off for the game on Friday, can you just kind of let us know what sort of the particulars are of the time of the game and things like that?
Yeah, so the last couple of years we've had a green and white game, which is an inter-squad scrimmage. It'll be 7:30. It's a free game. There's no tickets involved. And post game as well, we'll have a free skate cats event, so the fans and community can get on the ice with their players and kind of keep the team. So for us, it's always an exciting time. Kind of gives us a look at what we have in a more competitive environment. We're hoping that we can establish some good habits in our players, and they're out there working as hard as they can. It'll be 2 25-minute halves, running time, and should be an exciting night.
So are you going to have lines going into it that you keep, or are you going to just roll guys through as the periods go along?
Yeah, a little bit of both. We'll have some established lines early on, and then we'll kind of piece some things together as it leaves with some different looks of the power play and penalty kill. Some different guys getting out there, getting opportunities.
How about just in the mix of new guys? Obviously, there's a lot of new guys this year with the more veteran players. What kind of mix will that be? Are you looking to get the new guys additional ice time in this environment, or will it be kind of an even mix?
It'll be an even mix. I think this year's roster will be one of the most competitive rosters we've had in terms of spots in the lineup. We're really excited about our returning leadership with our seniors. A lot of great talent there, but with the freshmen as well, we brought in a lot of talented players. So we're excited to see how that mix goes and see what shakes out here next couple of weeks.
And Coach, how do you try to juggle lines? I know you probably want to see what you're going to throw in for the first week of the season. How do you try to work on chemistry with different, just kind of mixing and matching different lines?
Yeah, well, I think when it comes to chemistry, that's the biggest thing that we preach. I think you guys have put together some good articles recently about incoming players and what they meant. A lot of them mentioned is that team camaraderie. So we preach that all the time. We want to be the most cohesive team in the nation and focus on getting better every day. And then when it comes to creating that chemistry on the ice, that's just practice. That's just working hard in practice and getting them out there in different situations. And when we establish the right habits with our players, they should be able to play with anybody.
And Coach, you have 4 goalies on this year's team, so how do you plan to
Down to 3.
Down to 3.
Strike down to 3.
So you just strike down from the record where you're down to 3.
Yeah.
So I guess, the question's still the same. How do you try to, balance their, play time, see what you guys can look at?
Yeah, so that's a good question too. So what's going to happen there? That's an open competition. We're really excited about what we brought in, but we're excited about what we have returning too. I think Aaron and Ryan have done a great job for us the last few years, carrying the bulk of the minutes for the last 2 years. But with Jimmy Thomas, a new goalie coming in, they've got a great background, it's been good practice. So it's going to be an open competition, and that's going to be really exciting.
So now I just wanted to bring it back to the national rankings that came out today, and it's a coach's poll, is it not?
Correct.
So does every coach in the ACHA get a vote on this, or?
Yeah. So yes, they do. So I think there's 58 teams this year in the maybe 60 teams in the ACHA Division 1. They all get a vote. Usually the preseason poll, about 30 of them vote. Just for the preseason one. Looks like we had 1 vote for first place, which was exciting. But again, it's preseason. It doesn't really mean anything. We have to take care of our business on the ice because the only ranking that really matters is the one at the end. So we want to be number 1 at the end, and being high or low in the preseason doesn't necessarily affect how we.
Looking over it today, I think it was something like 28 of the games that you guys will play this year are against teams that, at least in the preseason, are ranked in the top 25. So obviously that speaks to strength of schedule, with Lindenwood and Iowa State being those top 2 teams preseason. Are you looking ahead of time when you make a schedule to get as many teams in there that you think might be in those rankings?
So that was for sure I planned not the schedule there this year. We wanted to upgrade the schedule a little bit. We added U of M Dearborn, we added Rutgers to the schedule, but U of M Dearborn is a team that hasn't traditionally been on our schedule lately. Colorado was in them. And Jamestown's a new team, they're going to be really good as well. But we brought in Colorado the 3rd week. They're going to be here at Bird Arena, top 10 team, and that's that's something that hasn't happened usually that early.
Just one thing I want to say about that with Colorado. That's the first week of the ESPN Game of the Week broadcast on Friday nights. So with Colorado, with Lindenwood, there's a few others on there. Obviously, other CSCHL division teams. Are those games that you expect maybe one or two?
Yeah, well, I would hope so. I mean, we bid for those games to get on the ESPN3 family networks there. Hopefully, we get a chance at it to showcase our hockey program and showcase Ohio University. It would be a great opportunity for us for sure. That's a marquee game at our level, Ohio versus Colorado. Hopefully, we get one.
And what would that do for maybe your program and just maybe the ACHA as a whole, just to get a game on ESPN3 where it's a national?
Yeah, I think it just further legitimizes what we're doing. I think the ACHA's come a long way with the NHL draft pick a couple years ago with Andrew Walcott. Now you have ESPN, 3 live streaming games. I think it just further legitimizes what we're doing and what we've always known anyway here in Ohio of our great hockey program. It just further legitimizes what's happening.
And you said you were trying to upgrade the schedule. How do you convince these teams? I mean, obviously Ohio's top 10 team every year, but how do you convince Colorado to make that trip? How do you convince UM Dearborn to make that trip?
Yeah, so we're lucky we don't have to do a lot of convincing. We're Ohio University hockey, and we believe we're a destination school for our student athletes, but a destination place to play when you're an opponent too. So with Colorado, they approached us. They wanted to make the trip. They wanted to make a swing through here and come to Bird Arena and play one of the top games in the nation. So hopefully we'll be able to do that and get that televised on the ESPN networks, and then but also have a great showing for.
Any chance you guys make the trip out to Colorado one day?
Not tomorrow.
Kind of one thing I remember, last year, I think it was Grant Hazel. You said at the beginning of the season, I think you told me just watch him. Just need to watch him. So is there one player, maybe not, maybe one of the leaders, maybe one of the guys that's flying under the radar right now, one of the guys you say, just watch him and see if he's going to have a really good year?
I think Matt Hartman, our captain, is poised to have a great. He's always been a good player for us, but I'm really excited about Matt's leadership ability, but also his ability to just overall both sides of the puck. The kid is a workhorse. He's non-stop working